y'all know, and some of y'all don't, that when we moved to the Middle East, we moved in 2023 thinking that we were going to live there for the next 5 years. So we got there in April. The war in Gaza started in October. And once the war in Gaza started in October, I truly believe our parents was praying that we came back to America. Literally, child, they wanted us back to America as soon as it started, honestly. But, so they were thinking, okay, all this is happening, you'll be back. You'll definitely be back by Thanksgiving. So, when the war in Gaza started and we lived in Bahrain, we couldn't go outside. We could only go to the base and that was it. We had a market in our building, so that was a great thing, and they were open 24 hours, so you could just WhatsApp them and they could bring you your food, whatever you needed. So the biggest difference for me was because I walked every day, so now I had to be in the house or in the building. So that was really different, but it actually was way scarier than we ever told people, because for me what was happening was people started looking up, like, I guess where Gaza was compared to where I was. I wasn't close by them, but I still was in the Middle East. So for my friends and my family, they was freaking out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. So but we always played it cool, like, oh no, we're good, you know, we're safe. If something happens, we leave with the military. And most of our building had military people in our building. So basically, we were told that if we got a call in the middle of the night, so we had to have a bag ready at the door. If we got a call in the middle of the night, we had to go. I've never been a part of this. My husband was in the reserves. He wasn't active duty. He was a contractor, and that's why we went to the Middle East. So this isn't something that we were used to or something that we knew, like, to do. They gave us paperwork that you had to read, that I had to read to, you know, like, if something was to happen, this is how this goes. And I was like, oh, so, like, you might take him somewhere and I'm gonna go here. So I was really praying against that, because I wasn't with none of that at all. Not like if he goes somewhere, I gotta go somewhere else, or if I just wasn't with none of that. That wasn't something that I was really gonna be okay with. But I truly believe our parents prayed us out of Bahrain, and that we would be home when anything crazy was to happen. And I think just with the airplanes crashing, just with everything happening, because we were 17 hours away on the airplane. That's a long, like, just the flight alone is crazy. But just to be thousands of miles away from your family, and like stuff like that is happening, was made it to me even scarier. But we played it real cool. But I truly believe my parents prayed us out of Bahrain. They absolutely did. They absolutely, as soon as that stuff started, they was like, oh no, y'all got to get back. Get on back over here, because no. And I'm actually very thankful that I'm not there, because just hearing that they are evacuating Americans, and just hearing even like everything that happened with the government jobs, like we went to the Middle East on the government. They paid for us to go. They paid for our stuff to go. So if you take the government away, or you take a job away, now we have to pay for all this stuff to come back ourselves. Sheesh, it's a lot. So, yeah, I just truly believe everything happens for a reason. I know everything happens for a reason. I know that we are back in America for a reason. And I'm just thankful that I do have parents that pray, and I have friends that really pray, because I couldn't imagine really having that call, like, you got to get out of, meet us at the base. Like, that would have tripped me out, okay? So I'm just thankful and grateful that I'm not there. I'm not experienced in this, but I do know people that are still there. I do know people that are in the military, and I just pray that this isn't going to go as bad as people are saying it's going to go, and that it just works out peacefully. But I truly do miss Bahrain. But I wouldn't want to be on the other side of the world while all this stuff is happening. I can say that. I do think certain things here are crazy, but I just wouldn't want to be in that position. I just wouldn't want to be. So I'm grateful and I'm thankful. Pray for the people that you know in the Middle East. Pray for the people that you know that are in the military, that also have to be a part of all this crazy stuff. But it's nothing like having parents that pray, because I know for sure that lady, I know for sure them niggas paid me up out of there, okay? I know for sure they paid me up out of there.
الاثنين الله يكافئنا الشر هذه كلش اي والله يمنا لا حول ولا قوة الا بالله لا حول ولا قوة الا بالله والله